The lost cause of the Confederacy. The lost cause of the Confederacy. You lost your mind. I'm ready to come in with the God of Jeshurun. The God of Jeshurun. And I'm ready to give you the lost cause of the Confederacy. You will live a better life in servitude than what you would live in freedom. Masha gonna do something about something, and you can come and get your freedom once you build up Masha Plantation. And this not Robbie Lee. This not Robbie Lee with all those daughters, and they each need to get $10,000. Instead, you coming in and you working. You not working for your freedom. You gonna get your freedom after 7 years. It's the Lord's release. But a lot of people would hear this and get scared. They would get afraid. They would y'all think about Kevin being my slave master, and that's scary. You think it's scary? You think about me being your slave master? You think it's scary? You going out to that field? Going out to that field? You think it's scary? You think it's scary? I start doing something according to blackmail. And I'm saying I'm not going to figure out all that technology, tricknology stuff, technocracy stuff. I'm just going to take the money and go back to the roots. Everybody got to eat. I don't want to get into all that technology, technocracy, tech stuff. I don't want to get into all that stuff. I'm going back to the roots. People need to eat. Those restaurants, they need some bread, don't they? Woo, going back to the roots. I don't want all that jazz with that technology, technocracy. I don't have to do all that. I can just establish the Planter class. And a lot of these people will hear this and they will get afraid. They will get afraid. Because a lot of people will be free. you gonna start feeling how they felt in the Union. We up here in the North. You gonna say they living a good life in slavery. They just living on the field and they getting Kevin not getting all the machines, and they also working with machines. We want to live in slavery. Actually, we don't want slavery no more, because it's not slavery, it's servitude. We don't want servitude anymore. We got rid of this in 1865. Kevin, we work hard. We don't want you just to come in and start blackmailing all these people. Blackmailing all these people. And you telling us that you don't know about all those gizmos with technology, all those crazy tricks with those gizmos and all that stuff. All you need to do is be able to get on that field and be able to reap something on that plantation. Kevin, we got rid of that a long time ago. Kevin, it's New York City. But I'm doing something about something. The lost cause of the Confederacy. Next time you go to Walgreens and you see a black woman working at Walgreens, just think about the lost cause of the Confederacy. Next time you go to a restaurant, you see somebody black working in a restaurant, just think about the lost cause of the Confederacy. I just want you to think about it. And I don't want you to know that the white folks ain't gonna let you come up and use that cornerstone. I want you to think about it. That's what I want you to do. You will get to hiding. And when you will get to hiding, you get to thinking about it. That's why you get to hide. You get to hiding and you're thinking about it. The lost cause of the Confederacy. You say Kevin a little too radical. Kevin talking about putting people on a crucifix. Now, he telling me to sit around and think about the lost cause of the Confederacy. Kevin got field hands. She's supposed to be working on that field. It's true. It's true. If I were black, I would be picking cotton. If I were black, I would be picking cotton. But I pick you. You remember that bullshit? Yeah, that's how they really feel. They feel some type of way. I know them. I know them. She ready to get the high and she ready to say, I get to tell him too much. My mama gonna ask, how you know all this stuff about the white race? And then they just forget that I came up around the white folks when I was coming up. As a little younger, I was still a man when I was 16. But people really say, I can't even know all this stuff. Give you a whole member of talent to live, man. The loud call of the Confederacy. The white's ready to look some type of way. The white man burden. And I'm ready to take on that burden. All right. I'm going to take on the burden. All right. I know something about Alexander H. Stevens. All right. The white man burden. They say, why is Kevin coming in and admitting the white man burden? You know why I'm admitting it. I'm ready to take it on. I don't know all that gizmo stuff with that technology, all that stuff Joe Biden talking about with the old microchips. All that machinery Joe Biden talking about, I can't compete with that. I don't know what I'm gonna damn do with all that stuff. I don't know nothing about that. I'm sitting here talking about Bobby Lee. I'm talking about Nathan Bedford Forrest, old bad, Devil Forrest. I don't know nothing about all that microchip stuff and all that technology stuff and all that stuff. I don't know nothing about it. All I know, I need to find a way to get the money. I gotta personify my equality. And that cock is operating by means of a cabal, the cabal. So now I created something, and it's according to the guise of ancient Egypt. It fits, and it's a weapon. And I'm doing something about something. But that cock is pretty smart. He put me on the ropes, didn't he? People were looking at me and saying, Kevin, how you gonna get out of this one? That cock is pretty smart. You can't do it, Helen, there, Kevin. How you gonna get out of this one? And I said, I don't know. I don't know. Then you looked at me and said, Kevin, how you gonna get out of this one? You can't be no anti-Semite. And I said, I know I can't be no anti-Semite. Now I'm talking about the lost cause of the Confederacy. I don't know that stuff with all that jazz, with those gizmos and those electronics. I'm all for monopoly. I'm all for Apple monopoly. I understand the Apple phone. I understand it. I understand my AirPods. I understand it. I understand the case. I understand that. Once I get it, I know it. I can type pretty good on that keyboard, pretty good too. I can do that too. I don't see a lot of people that don't really write a lot better than me. Some people might be a little bit more intellectual than me. They might be able to say more facts down on paper with me. But I think there's few people that's able to connect points and give you a vivid picture in letters better than me. I will write letters, and I've seen people in government write letters, and they don't say anything in a letter. But when I write a letter, you know what a mafia is. A gang is a mafia, and a gang is a secret society. So secret societies do blood sacrifice. So now Negroes are in secret societies sacrificing to Baal, and you wouldn't believe it. And they're calling it the trenches. And it's a relationship between white man and Negro, because that white man is a cop. And it could become a relationship between Negro and Kike, because that Kike is running things in the industry. The relationship between master and servant. So now I'm ready to shake off my yokes of servitude and my signs of slavery became signs of royalty. Now I'm telling you about a cornerstone, and people will get to hiding, because it's a flip. I'm not coming about bringing an anachronism. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm telling you about a cornerstone. I'm saying, I'm blowing on the cornerstone. Do you see that? Now you thinking about it. The lost cause of the Confederacy. You ready to say there wouldn't be all these immigrants here? Ooh, the lost cause of the Confederacy. Everybody would have had to submit. The lost cause of the Confederacy. So now when you see the Confederacy, when you see the Nazis can't go around and say they're lost cause. No, the Nazis can't do that. They can't do that. But the Confederates, they can walk around in America, be free, and say that there was a lost cause. Yeah. Some people are being locked up for being Nazis. Yeah, they'll be condemned in some places in Europe if they come out and they're a Nazi. Yeah, they'll be condemned. If they wear a Nazi attire, they'll be condemned. They'll be condemned. Yeah. But the Confederacy can come out and have a lost cause. Yeah, have a lost cause. Do you understand, Robbie Lee? Hitler put a bullet in his head. Yeah. Hitler put a bullet in his head. He didn't concede defeat. Ooh. Ooh. He put a bullet in his head. He didn't concede defeat. And there was also a trial where a lot of people was hung. But Robert E. Lee was able to walk around and be free. And he was president at Washington College. Robbie Lee. Yeah. So when you see it, you know it. I had to come in and pull your tail a little bit, but you won't believe it. The lost cause of the Confederacy. I don't know all that gizmo stuff. I don't know all that stuff with that technology stuff. I'm gonna let somebody else handle that. But I'm gonna come in and blackmail some people, and I'll be able to get that money. And I get that money, I'll be able to get that land. Cut down those trees, Ben Franklin, and I personify him by my patron. Cut down those trees. And I start looking at every other race like they animals. And I got my race. And I gotta personify that white race. And that white race start cutting down some trees. Hey, at the independence, I found a way to make a deal so I can make everything smooth. I'll be able to get some handouts according to some food from the world for about 3-4 years. But I'll be able to get that plantation. Hey, I'm cut down no tree. Ben Franklin, solidified with my patron, white and black. Cut down no tree. Hey, cut down no tree. Get that money from that blackmail. Hey, get that money. Blackmail those people. And that blackmail. Hey, I don't know all that technology stuff. I don't know all that stuff. But when I come in and I do that, I'm going to come in and make that plantation after that blackmail. Hey, I don't know that technology stuff. I'm going to let somebody else handle that. But I'm going to handle that food. And I'm going to feed myself. We going to feed ourselves. Imagine somebody saying that. We going to feed ourselves. And he a writer. Hey,